Studio Microphone, Chapter 1. The Gunpowder Plot. A Convenient Conspiracy? Remember, the 5th of November. These iconic words echo through the streets of Britain every year, accompanied by bonfires and fireworks. It's a night meant to commemorate the failure of one of the most infamous terrorist plots in English history, the Gunpowder Plot of 1605. At its center was Guy Fawkes, a man whose name has become synonymous with treason, rebellion, and conspiracy. But while the story taught in schools paints him as a religious extremist caught red-handed, some historians believe the truth is far murkier and far more calculated. Could the Gunpowder Plot have been a government-sanctioned setup? A false flag operation designed to manipulate fear and justify a crackdown on religious minorities. Let's unravel the evidence. Fire the official narrative. The story begins in early 17th century England. King James I, a Protestant monarch, had ascended the throne after the death of Elizabeth I. Catholics in England had long suffered under strict laws, persecution, and punishment. Many believed James might be more tolerant. After all, his mother, Mary, Queen of Scots, was Catholic. But James quickly dashed those hopes. Catholic priests were outlawed. Mass was forbidden. Fines for recusancy, the refusal to attend Anglican services, were steep and strictly enforced. In response, a group of 13 Catholic men, led by Robert Cecil, devised a desperate and deadly plan to blow up the House of Lords during the state opening of Parliament, killing the king, his ministers, and members of Parliament. It would be the first step in inciting a full Catholic uprising. To execute their plan, they rented a cellar directly beneath Parliament. And there, they stored 36 barrels of gunpowder, enough to annihilate the building and everyone in it. The man chosen to ignite the fuse, Guy Fawkes, a seasoned soldier and explosives expert. But on the night of November 4th, Fawkes was discovered guarding the barrels. Arrested and tortured, he confessed. The other conspirators were soon hunted down and either killed or executed after gruesome trials. It seemed like an open-and-shut case. Or was it? Detective A set up in the shadows? Critics of the official narrative point to several troubling inconsistencies. First, how did the authorities find the plotters so easily? According to government sources, an anonymous letter was sent to a Catholic lord, Lord Monteagle, warning him not to attend Parliament that day. The letter was conveniently vague, but enough to trigger a thorough search of the cellars. Here's where things get suspicious. Some believe Lord Monteagle may have written the letter himself, on orders from Secretary of State Robert Cecil, the king's spymaster.
Why?
To give the appearance of a discovered conspiracy and justify even harsher anti-Catholic laws. Historian John Fraser writes that Cecil had long been suspicious of underground Catholic resistance and may have used the plot as a trap, allowing it to develop just enough to expose dissidents, then stopping it in time to rally the public against Catholics. There's also the matter of how Fawkes and the conspirators were able to store 36 barrels of gunpowder beneath the seat of government without detection. Parliament was a heavily guarded building, especially with the king expected to attend. Why were there no inspections during the weeks it took to smuggle in and conceal the gunpowder? Why was Fawkes discovered only the night before the planned attack? It almost seems too convenient. Balance scale, the aftermath. Power, fear, and control. Whether the plot was real or staged, its outcome was undeniably useful to the English crown. In the days that followed, all Catholics were banned from voting, entering the legal profession, or serving in the military. The practice of Catholicism was driven even further underground. And most importantly, the monarchy consolidated power by uniting Protestants under a banner of shared fear. It also allowed Robert Cecil, the supposed orchestrator behind the scenes, to enhance his political dominance and increase surveillance powers across the country. Guy Fawkes was hanged, drawn, and quartered along with his fellow conspirators. But his face would live on, later immortalized in the Guy Fawkes mask, used today as a global symbol of protest and rebellion. Conclusion. History written by the victors. Was the Gunpowder Plot truly the work of radical Catholic extremists? Or was it a political theater, masterfully crafted by those in power to manipulate fear, justify repression, and rally a divided nation? We may never know for sure. But like so many of history's alleged conspiracies, the Gunpowder Plot remains a chilling reminder that the truth is often hidden beneath layers of secrecy, propaganda, and convenience. One thing is clear: in times of unrest, those in power may go to great lengths to maintain control, even if it means writing the script themselves.